All right. Hey, Sarah, thanks so much for popping in and agreeing to watch this video with us.
Yeah, hi, I'm excited. This is a really entertaining video. It's uh it's called The Performance. And it's basically if we treated conception like we treated birth. Um, Birth is so there's so many people involved all the time, and it's so I don't know what the word trying to think of is like
Interrupted, perhaps.
interrupted. Yes, that's great. Interrupted. And I think this video really just puts that into perspective. Like, if we treated other parts of the whole process like we treated birth, it would be really weird.
Hmm.
And this just puts that into perspective, this video.
I
I
love
guess full disclaimer, there is some, I guess nothing really on screen, but they are trying to make a baby in this video. So if you have little ones around, just be prepared for that.
Sounds good. Thanks for that morning. Yeah, and shout out to Freedom for Birth, Rome Action Group. So this is a video that's in Italian, but we found the link with English subtitles. So shall we hop in and watch it? It's about just under 8 minutes long.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
Data ultima mestruazione?
Il 22, sono al 14° giorno.
Bene, vediamo le analisi. Emoglobina, le piastrine sono a posto. Ecografia, i tamponi vanno bene. Ecco lo spermiogramma. Mm. Pochi spermatozoi con motilità ridotta. Vabbè, vediamo se ce la facciamo. Beh, magari se la signora è molto fertile. Visto che vola oggi, dobbiamo fare tutto entro stasera, eh? Pressione?
120-80, sono ancora ai preliminari.
Ma perché sono ancora vestiti così?
Cambiatevi, per favore, mettetevi i pigiama.
Ecco, bravi. Allora, Silvana metta il monitoraggio, così lo teniamo sotto controllo. Temperatura?
36,3 lui e 36,9 lei. È proprio in ovulazione.
Ottimo, bene così.
Allora, adesso non preoccupatevi. Il concepimento naturale è una cosa bellissima. Mm? L'hanno sempre fatto tutti. Respirate bene, altrimenti diventa tutto più difficile. Fate finta che io non ci sia adesso. Brava!
Ma no, no, ma chi li ha messi così? Così non va bene, eh? Su, scenda. Allora, lei signora si accomodi sul lettino. Brava. Ecco, adesso apra le gambe. Brava, così. Non abbia paura. E lei sopra. Venga qui. Perfetto. Potete procedere. Ecco, ecco così. Bravo, bravo. Adesso al mio 3, eh? 1, 2, 3. Spinga! No, eh? No, no, non ha spinto bene. Riproviamo. Al mio 3. 1, 2, 3. Spinga! No, no, non esca subito! Così non ce la facciamo, eh? Su, non si scoraggi. Qual è il problema? Ah, ho capito. Silvana?
Sì, dottore?
Dia un aiutino al signore e facciamo un altro tentativo. Come? No, 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 non può bere, eh. Si bagni le labbra. Adesso le facciamo una bella flebo, diamo un aiutino e la idretiamo un po'. La tira un po' su.
Io non ce la faccio. Scusami. Non ce la faccio. Andiamocene via, per favore. Non ce la faccio proprio, cioè non è proprio possibile così.
Dai, amore, fai uno sforzo, ti prego. Lo so che non è facile per te, ma qui sono bravissimi.
Sì, ma non è sforzo, vabbè. Dai.
Allora, come va? In questo ospedale facciamo tutto secondo la fisiologia. Le cose devono essere naturali, il più naturali possibile. Però, se serve, ci siamo noi. Facciamo un altro tentativo, poi, se non ci riesce, la signora la fecondiamo noi. Bene? Allora, come stiamo andando oggi?
Bene. Oggi già 3 naturali col Viagra e poi 6 fallimenti e abbiamo fatto noi l'inseminazione. Per domani ce ne sono 3 prenotati con il naturale e una coppia che vuole andare direttamente in sala operatoria. Non vogliono neanche provare, io non li capisco.
Lo so, sono le coppie in realtà che non vogliono il concepimento naturale.
Su, siete stati bravissimi. Avete fatto veramente il possibile.
Adesso ci pensiamo noi, eh? Siamo specializzati per queste cose.
Che mettiamo come indicazione, dottore?
Metta mancato impegno della parte presentata.
È stato grazie al dottore. Io non ho idea di cosa mi sia preso. Tra l'altro non mi era mai successo prima. Comunque, senza di loro non ce l'avremmo mai fatta.
Sono stati bravissimi.
Auguri.
Grazie.
Grazie.
Wow,
That video.
that was a great video. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yeah, no worries. I don't know. Every time I watch it, I'm always just like, yep, that's exactly it. Like it's just so ridiculous.
Yes, the interruptions that can change the vibe of what you're going for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All the interruptions over
Yeah.
and over again.
Yeah. And the language around, if things aren't working the way that they would like them to, right? The failure, the we can help you, it really put the couple into the victim savior mentality.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Definitely. At the end, the part that always like really gets me is right at the end when he says they couldn't have done it without their help. Like we're so thankful for them. We couldn't have done it without their help. Like we wouldn't be here without them, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
It's, I mean, it is true for some people in some cases in regards to birth and conception as well. But it's so often, so often a situation that's made by a series of events.
Hmm.
What is it? The cascade of intervention?
Yes, right. Yeah. Yeah. It is interesting that our cesarean rate is much higher than the World Health Organization deems appropriate. And I find that, like, I just find that fascinating. The stats that are in the video seem to be catered to Italy.
Yeah.
And as I was reading through them at the end, it reminds me of stats out of the US as well. I like to believe that in Canada, our episiotomy rate is much lower. We're seeing, women, we're all like all of us having kids now are 80s, 90s, and 2000s babies.
Hmm.
And our mothers were told to only labor on their backs, to not worry about moving. IV was standard.
Episiotomies are standard.
Episiotomies, yeah. And I'd like to think that today in Canada, those things are not standard because of increased education for the medical system, but also increased awareness and knowledge with women that they're advocating for less of these things or more choices in general. So I don't feel like I resonated with those stats at the end. But again, I think that's because of the hard work of women going
Yeah,
into hospitals and saying, no, thank you, or can we try something else first?
definitely. The video is a few years old, so I think I can't remember when it was released, but I want to say it's like probably close to 10 years old.
I think I saw 2015 on there. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we have, like you said, we have made progress slowly but surely.
Yeah. Yeah, but still the energy is the same. It definitely brought me back to lots of births in hospital and at home, right? With a certain type of midwife, interruptions can become more common as well. So I think the whole, if I were to sum it up for me, um, if you're attending a birth, who no matter who you are, it is your job to be the bouncer of that space
Hmm.
and to ensure that the care that is being provided is for in the best interest of and with the preferences of the birthing couple.
Definitely.
Yeah. And they
Yeah,
were so passionate at the beginning and excited, and like that would be my intention to keep that energy going. And
totally.
they lost it for sure. There was no passion after that first light switch came on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the same in birth, the constant interruptions and the constant like just chatter around you. It's so hard to get into the different like levels that you need to sink into to birth comfortably, I guess would be because birth happens regardless. It's gonna happen, interruptions or no.
Right. Which they
But
made very clear. She's ovulating, so it must happen today.
yeah.
Time pressures are a very real thing, no matter which medicalized um, care you're under, right?
Mhm.
Your contractions have started, your waters have broken, you're now on the clock, and this needs to happen today or within the next 12 hours. We want to see this.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that with my doula actually. She was like, she's like, call me whenever you want, but like I just want you to know that the second that you let your midwife know, you're on the
Mm,
clock and
right.
stuff like that. Not that she was like advocating against notifying my midwife, but she's like, make sure that you know that the second that you make that phone call.
Yeah, it's something to consider for sure when
Hmm.
we talk about informed consent, that's those things go hand in hand, right?
Hmm.
Informing your midwife that your waters have ruptured equals 24-hour clock
Yep.
started. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Oh, that was a great video. Anything else you want to share? I mean, I feel like we could spend hours breaking down the video, but I think the power is just going and watching it yourselves and seeing
Yeah.
if it resonated with you, or even if there's parts of it that bring you back to times when you were a patient in the hospital versus a client, which I think I always like to talk about with my birth clients. You know, if you're going in for open heart surgery, you are a patient of a medical system that's offering you technologies, life-saving technologies. When you are birthing at a hospital, you are a client and not a patient. You are a collaborative member of your birth team. You hold knowledge and biofeedback in your body that no one else on your team holds. But yeah, does the video bring you back to a time when you were in medicalized patient care? And what do we take away from this video? What qualities do we want to leave at the door of our birth space?
Definitely. That's very well put.
Nice. Well, thanks again for sharing it. That was awesome. And yeah, let us know how you, whoever's watching this with us, let us know what you think.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your opinions too.
All right. Thanks so much, everyone. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.